Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello people and welcome to Footy Judgment. Welcome to another stream. We haven't done a solo stream where I take your questions and we talk about the transfer news that are happening. There is only 4 days left in the transfer news and the Isak saga is continuing, of course, with a new bid incoming for Newcastle with 120 million plus 15 or 20 million upfront. And Arsenal are still looking for Hincapié, the left back, the center back, and Gabriel Martinelli is still on the market. And we want to talk about how Newcastle, the Strand Larson news and everything. There is 200 people in the house and we're just starting. Hit the like button, people. And for someone that is saying, bro, did you abandon Inter Milan? I like this question. Of course, Inter were on the big screen when Liverpool were playing. All I have to tell you is, again, this is a channel that is dedicated to the Premier League. I cover the Premier League, but never abandon Inter. Of course, I'm tired of this question, my friend. Do you think anybody abandons their team? Do you think I'm not following? And do you think I didn't watch Inter play on this weekend? Do you think I wasn't entertained by Inter with Susic, with Boni, with Thuram scoring a brace, with Thuram having a wonderful game, of course, with Barella, of course, with Bastoni, the best center back in Serie A? Of course not. Of course not. That is not happening. But listen, everyone in the chat, we got over 200 people in the house, so hit that like button. And also, I want to get what you guys think, all the questions, and also let me know in the chat, where are you tuning in from? Of course, let's get to 100 likes. Where are you tuning in from, guys? Come on. Let me know in the chat, where are you tuning in from? Of course. Someone said, why do you glaze Liverpool so much? Malcolm, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to let the chat respond to you. I like, to be honest with you, when people say that, and then in the after, like within the show, they say, Mo, why do you hate Liverpool? Why are you against Liverpool? City as well, there is breaking news about City. Let me show you what we're talking about today. We're talking about Isak. We're talking about Hincapie. We're talking about Fermín López to Chelsea, right? We're talking about Fermín López to Chelsea. We're talking about that. We're talking about Donnarumma being very close to Manchester City. And we're actually watching some of the videos. And Donnarumma actually said bye-bye. Bye-bye to Paris Saint-Germain. It is very obvious that he is going to go to Manchester City. We are actually looking at Julien Laurent, what he said, of course, about Hincapie. We're talking about the Donnarumma. We're watching expressions. And also, we are looking at this. We're looking at Donnarumma. I want to start with something. I want to start with actually listening to what expressions said about Eze and Hincapie to Arsenal. Let's absolutely actually enjoy this, guys. I hope that you can hear it.
There's only so many times a man can take your lunch money before you stop wanting to go to school, fam. I've had enough of this transfer window. Imagine we've been linked to more man than Drew Barrymore just to end up on our Todd like Willis from Different Strokes, fam. Next time Spurs play at home, it could take me 7 hours. I may have to head up to St. James's Park the way we've been treated this transfer window. Victims, fam. Victims. Fabrizio Romano. I used to call him Fab, but there's nothing fabulous about the news I've been seeing on his page. It's devastating. Better I call him Dev Romano. He's got more bad news than Wade Barrett in WWE, fam. Brother, we get turned down more than a man's TV when he's trying to watch porn in his family home. Adult entertainment, fam. Who told me to go Notting Hill Carnival? All I heard, Eze. I ain't got no dreadlocks, fam. This ain't mistaken identity. Man are taking a mick like Foley, rude boy. This big gal around dancing. A man are coming up to me saying, Eze, doing the Jokeres mask. I didn't mind the Jokeres mask because half of you...
Do you know what's funny about this? How upset he is was like, bro, like the guy like did videos on Eze. And then he woke up one day and there is Hincapié to Spurs. Spurs are linked to Hincapié. And then just 1 hour later, Fabrizio Romano come up with this news that he only wants Arsenal. And he's, bro, it's literally like I can imagine if Inter is in this thing and then like, oh my God, Inter are linked to this guy. 1 hour later, Juventus are literally... Bro, he did. He's like, Eze. Come on now. Bro, come on. Are you mad? Anyway, let's listen.
You man's breath was kicking like Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat, fam. So you can do that. You can do that. Everywhere I went, man are asking me about Eberron and Eze. One brother looked like Ruben Studdard from American Idol. He found the way that Robbie lost, and he had the cheek to sing to me, let it all work out. Let it all work out. Brother, you should be singing that to your legs. Am I a prick, fam? And now, Hincapié. I've been screaming. We need cover at left back. And he plays centre back too. News breaks, Spurs interested. 5 minutes later, my heart breaks, blood. My heart, because once again, he's going to the enemy. He's going up the arse like a BBL surgeon, fam. He's an arse man like Billy Gunn. The window closes in less than a week. Who are we getting? We need creativity. Where are the signs like Mel Gibson, fam? When Spurs do go in for a player, I don't see progress. I see slowgress. Man are moving like they're window shopping. They're moving like scouts, moving like a brother enters the casino with no cash, no card. Man's just happy to be there. It's not good enough. Furthermore, blood, what happened to the days of doing things in silence? Stealth mode, Agent 47 from Hitman. Because all this public embarrassment, I feel like I'm in a Fugees. It's killing me softly, blood. There's only so many times.
But anyway, listen, it's funny actually that he is actually doing this. Hit that like button, people. We got like 500 people in the house. I'm gonna, first of all, I want to start with the Isak news for Liverpool. And I want to start by this. I actually clocked it, and I actually now realized what is going on with the Isak and why Newcastle are holding on to the money, and it's about signing a striker as well. But there is another element that Newcastle are looking for here, which is the money. Newcastle are looking for the money. Isak has told his teammates that he doesn't want to be at Newcastle. I get it. You want to play for Liverpool, you want to play for the better club, you want to play for the club that is challenging for the Premier League and the Champions League. Of course, you want to actually do things the right way. You want to win trophies. And I get it. Okay, how are you feeling about it? I'm going to answer this first, people, before we actually go. I want to talk about Inter, Sharma, and I was going to join your match reaction, Sharma, to be honest. I'm actually in talks with Anthony now. We were supposed to do a show yesterday after the game, 24 hours after the game, but Anthony kind of like overslept. You know what I mean? But I liked what I saw in the first game. I loved it. I was watching the game and I'm like, Kivo is cooking. I actually was harsh on the guy. The center backs played well. I think, to be honest with you, and I'm going to say this, Sharma, that team I saw the other day needs one addition, and I think we have probably one of the best lineups out there. And I mean it in Europe. And I know that a lot of people will say I'm deluded. If Arsenal remove Acerbi and add a center back that is a top quality center back, we will have Pavard, whatever center back we got, and Bastoni, Susic, Barella, actually are cooking in the midfield. If Hakam plays in the heart of that midfield, we are absolutely have amazing midfield, right? And DiMarco on the left, he's cooked, go back like a defense, but he's absolutely fantastic going forward. Denzel Dumfries have proved us all wrong, and he's been playing amazing. Up front, Lautaro looks like he's fired up to respond to last season. Thuram, Bony, who I love a lot, and I saw your tweet about Bony. This guy is going to be absolutely fantastic for Inter. And, of course, Esposito when he comes back from the suspension. I'm being completely honest. Remove Acerbi, put a top center back, our team is cooking. Starting 11, cooking. That's my take. And I think that Kivo might actually have something in the bag for us. That is, and I feel very, very, very positive about this season. I know that they have Antonio Conte Napoli, but I believe that we can win the league. Again, I'm going to have the hope again. I'm going to back my team and go for Inter are going to win the league. Again, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to put my neck on the line, and I'm going to say that Inter are going to win the league. We're going to win Serie A title. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you. Yeah, but we don't play PSG every day. We do not play PSG every day. Like, we're not going to play fucking Desiree Doué, Dembele, and Kvaratskhelia every day. We fucking play in Serie A, as Uncle Sharma likes to call it. Serie A don't have, every team don't have Kvaratskhelia and Desiree Doué. Like, you need to absolutely think about this. When you play in your league, the majority of the teams you play are weaker than you. So DiMarco's going to cook. DiMarco looked brilliant against Torino. And basically, the majority of the league are Torino. The majority of the Serie A's are Torino. It's the same as for people that say that Arsenal will get cooked or Liverpool will get cooked. No, you play the likes of Leeds. You play the likes of Wolves every now and then. So you don't have to have the perfect lineup. DiMarco is great for Serie A. Fantastic for Serie A. That's the level. You play up to your level. With all due respect, like, there are some teams in Serie A, like DiMarco, will absolutely cook them every week, right? Will cook them every week. So I hope I responded to your question, Sharma, about this. It's, if you want to say Pizza League, 100%. It's an easy league for Inter and Napoli to win. Like, if Inter plays 38 games, I believe that at least Inter can win 30 games or at least 28 games out of these 38 games. At least. We have arguably again, one of the best lineups in the league. It's very simple. And you say that there are no easy games. Bro, Inter were cruising. Similar to Arsenal were cruising against Leeds. You're going to face these teams, right? You're going to face these teams. Inter are going to face a lot of Torinos. Arsenal are going to face a lot of Leeds in the league. You know what I mean? That is a reality. That is the reality. So I am hopeful that we will win the league. Guys, there is 600 people in the house. But let's go back to the Liverpool talk and the Isak talk. If you have any questions, send them my way, by the way. Like and subscribe, as Tyler is saying. And I'm going to say something. I called out someone that sent a super chat the other day and about refunds, about they refund their super chat or whatever they do, right? And it happened again. So that person knows themselves. You know what I mean? And they know exactly what I'm talking about. And that is not cool because we're here doing work. We're supporting. This is my job. So we're doing content for you. So if you're not going to support the channel, it's free to watch. No one is asking you for anything. If you donate, if you send a super chat, you get involved in the conversation and you absolutely support a humble person that is trying to make it on YouTube. So if you do that, I don't know, how do you live your life? What is your goal? You can put your comment in. It's absolutely ridiculous that someone think like this, that you're trying to do this. It's absolutely garbage. You know what I mean? To do this. I'm trying to work hard. You're really depriving me from my work. So it's absolutely garbage that you do that. In my opinion now. So now let's look at this. Yeah, to be honest with you, I ask for like because it helps the channel, it gives the channel to the next viewer. So that is what it is. That is what it is. In my opinion, the Isak saga will end with Isak joining Liverpool. It doesn't matter if Newcastle are going to sign a striker or not. And I'm going to repeat that again. It doesn't matter if Newcastle will get a striker at the end. One striker. You know what I mean? One striker. That striker. Wow. Yeah, like, just to be honest with you, it doesn't matter if they are going for a striker or no striker. They're going to get a striker. That's my opinion, right? Newcastle are going to accept the money. I am telling you from now, we're going to wake up in September 1st and Isak is wearing red. Isak is going to be wearing red. And people that say that Isak is not leaving, bro, the owner flew from Saudi Arabia all the way to Newcastle. They went to his house to convince him. Do I like what he's doing? Absolutely not. Right? Absolutely not. Do I think that he's a scumbag for doing what he's doing? Yes. Until the truth come out, right? And if Newcastle promised him to leave, they absolutely in the wrong. They're absolutely scumbags as well. And they are absolutely broke their promises. But let's talk reality. Let's talk football. Let's talk about the reality. Let's not live in Cuckoo land. Cuckoo land is not for us. Cuckoo land is for other people. Alexander Isak only wants to play for Liverpool. Is it his right? Yes. Everyone can have their way of, like, listen, I want to go play for Real Madrid. I want to go play for Barcelona. I want to go for this. If Barella tomorrow throw a tantrum and wants to go to Real Madrid or Barcelona, if they come back with the money that is required, it is his right. What I disagreed with is how he went on about it. Is how he didn't go to training, is how he didn't do things the right way, of how he didn't submit a transfer request. You can submit a transfer request. Let your loyalty bonus go away so Liverpool can come in and take you. If that is what you need. If that is what you need. To submit a transfer request. And now we're going to say, Newcastle, you got to honor the guy's wishes. Let him go to Liverpool. Why? He's greedy. He's a little bit greedy. I read the articles. He doesn't want to submit a transfer request because he doesn't want to give up 50 million. While someone like Eucharist, when you want Arsenal, you kind of give up a little bit of your wages. Of course, I'm guessing. We're all guessing. If you're asking me, I'm guessing. Yes, we are guessing. We're all guessing, by the way. Nobody here knows the facts. Nobody here knows what actually has happened behind closed doors. None of us. It was an encrypted message from him, an encrypted message from Newcastle. He said promises were made and it was broken. And they said, we never promised you to leave. But they never denied that they promised him a wage increase. They never promised him that they never denied that they promised him a new contract. Like, we're all guessing here. What do you think? I'm like in the room with them negotiating with Isak? I'm not. I'm not in the room. I'm not negotiating with Isak. I'm not in Newcastle's camp. And you're not even in Liverpool's camp. You don't know. Nobody know. And I hear that Newcastle might be stupid to keep him. If he isn't going to play, it's stupid. If there is a way to integrate him back in the squad, fine. I'm doing the hair flick as well. I'm doing the hair flick. If Newcastle have a way to integrate him in the squad, fine. Fine. If you can get him to apologize and you also apologize and you give him a new contract and you give him a release clause, fine. 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 You just do it. You do it. You get the guy integrated. Like, you get the guy integrated. They need to apologize as well, and they need to give him a new contract. Mama Flossie here is a is a Newcastle fan. She wants him to go. By the way, Newcastle fans want him to go. Does that mean we're going to absolutely see him go? Yes. I believe it's going to happen for Liverpool. How much? Salam Suraida. I actually think that he's going to be absolutely a Liverpool player at the end. Pick up my friend. Keep up the good work, Mo. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate your super chats and the support and the donations. Thank you so much. Right? Mo, indie tweets on Trent Alexander-Arnold, January with City interest, no way. It actually got debunked. Trent Alexander-Arnold is not going to go back to Liverpool. However, what did I tell you about Carvajal benching him? What did I tell you about Trent Alexander-Arnold sitting on the bench for Liverpool? For Real Madrid, it's going to happen. He's going to sit on the bench. He's going to sit on the bench. Now Liverpool fans are happy that he's sitting on the bench. Yes, the rat. You guys called him the rat. You guys called him a rat, so he's going to sit on the bench. Yes, he is going to. Chomboy, yeah, where are you? Where have you been? I haven't seen you for a while. Seriously, people ask for refund sickness. Yes, it is sickness. People are sick, bro. People are absolutely sick. Guys, 500 likes when we're live, if that is the case. 500 likes to push the show to different viewers. Trent on the bench is Liverpool's fans' dream. But let me, guys, I wanted, before we go to Arsenal and Chelsea and all the other talk, aren't you happy with Ekitike? How good was fucking Ekitike? Ekitike is going to light up the league. Light up the league, in my opinion. This guy, and I'm going to say this guy has a potential to be one of the best strikers in the league, and I'm just going to say that. And if anyone tells me otherwise, I am someone who tries to judge players in the first touch, first game. What I mean by this, if I'm watching Ekitike play, to be honest with you, ball control. I was speaking to Jerry James, ball control, balance. For the height that he has, for how tall he is, if this guy bulks up a little bit, I think he's going to be unstoppable. And I mean unstoppable. He is very good. Ball control, movement, passing, intricate passing as well. And I said that to Hussam. I said it's not only about anybody can do the 5 yards passing. Anybody can get the ball and pass to the next guy and move on. But he is actually look for the right pass. He looks for the pass between the lines. His movement off the shoulder is great, and his movement outside the 18 is great. Right? And here you go. Stop glazing players that haven't done anything yet, like you do with Estevao. If you're a Chelsea fan, if I'm not mistaken, like you do with Estevao, oh, Estevao is going to be amazing. He's one of the best talents in the world. He's amazing, Estevao. So we watched Ekitike play already, and he looks very good. His touch is great. His finishing is good. We saw him in the Community Shield. We saw him in the second game. 2-2. 2-2. But no, he's not good. Bro, you guys are mad. He's very good. But there is the other guy, is Wirtz. Listen, I'm not going to judge him. The touch is great. The ball control is fantastic. He's a fantastic player. However, is he cut for the Premier League? Is he really cut for the Premier League? Wirtz, how long is it going to take him to get embedded in the Premier League? How long is he going to get to be embedded and actually be absolutely like up to speed with the Premier League? It's going to take him time. You know what I mean? It's going to take him time. I like Wirtz. He's a good player. But the problem is a lot of people gassed him up to be amazing and the best 10 and this and that. Hold on. Wait. It's the Premier League. It's a physical league. The guy moves out. Like they shove him off the ball with ease. Like they shove him off the ball with ease. And with all due respect, the guy cost a lot of money. And Liverpool fans, you guys don't want us to judge him from the first game? He played already for Liverpool. We're going to judge him like we judge other players, to be honest with you. Tyler is saying, I said Verts would take time. He will figure it out like David Silva. Can I ask you something? So why Ikitike didn't take time, Tyler? Why didn't Ikitike take? Why Ikitike looks like he's been in the Premier League for a year or two? Why didn't it take time for Ikitike? And by the way, Ikitike doesn't play only as a forward. He drops deep. He gets involved in the game. He plays as a false nine. He plays off the shoulder. Why didn't it take time for Ikitike? Why it's only have to wait? Why we have to wait for Verts? He's playing with a very good midfield. He's playing with a very good coach. He's playing with a very good team. So why? Why is it different? Why is Ikitike doesn't take time? Why? Why is Rio look ready? And don't tell me that 16 years old is better than the 105 or 115 million pounds player in Verts. You answer me this. Why does it take time for Verts? Why do rivals have to wait for Verts? By the way, I'm not saying that Verts will not be good, but at the same time, we need to judge him based on first game, second game. What is he going to do against Arsenal? Is he going to light up the league against Arsenal? Is he going to light up the pitch against Arsenal? Tactically, I'm telling you what is wrong. Tactically speaking, I'm going to tell you what is wrong and what do I see wrong, right? The problem with Verts is that he thinks he has time. That's the problem with Verts. He thinks he has time on the ball. He gets the ball, turns, and by the time you turn, Habibi, there is someone bumping into you. There is someone that is not letting you play. Right? Right? There is no time for you, Habibi. There is no time for you to absolutely do anything. Right? It's the Premier League. You need to be physical. You need to be quick in thinking. We watch the cameras. There is no time for you. And it's on Arne Slot as the way to get the best out of Verts. By the way, Arne Slot needs to get the best out of Verts. 100%. He needs to absolutely do everything to get the best out of Verts. You know what I mean? Exactly this. He's on fraud watch. He's on fraud watch. He's on fraud watch. Remember how much shit Enzo got payback time? 100%. Oh, I remember Enzo Fernandez shit. I crashed it on Enzo Fernandez because of the price tag. Price tag dictates that you perform. I have the same thing for Inter players. If you're going to tell me Lautaro is one of the best forwards in the world, I need you to score. I need you to do things different. I can't have you as one of the guys. I can't have you as one of the guys. You need to do things differently. Enzo Fernandez was not good, and people crashed it on him. Same for Verts. Right? Same for Verts. Same for Verts, bro. Same for Verts. We need to look at it. And I'm just going to say something. I'm going to say something that might not. Analytically, and me looking at the team and looking at Liverpool, I'm just going to tell you something. Right? Liverpool are strong up top. Liverpool are strong up top. Right? I am just going to say a couple of things. The defense look a little bit suspect. My WhatsApp, what do you want me to do with WhatsApp? Here you go. I'm muting my WhatsApp, mute site. Right? I'm muting my WhatsApp. Once McAllister comes back with Gravenberch, as Andrew's saying, it might be good. However, the defense looks suspect massively, by the way. It looks suspect. And don't tell me it's corners only. Newcastle created chances. Newcastle got behind the defense. That Konate, when he pushed Anthony Gordon, that is getting behind the defense. That is a defense that's a little bit wide open. That's why, by the way, I read something the other day. I was reading an article about analytics for Arsenal and Liverpool in the title race. And someone said that they think that Arsenal, this is their year because of how Liverpool defense look and how Arsenal defense look. Can you guys tell me, do you guys agree with this? Like, they didn't talk about the attack. People think that both attacks will score goals. Both attacks will do enough to win games. Like, this is what is going to happen. They think both attacks will win games and win. But is the defense good enough to win you the league? Is Liverpool defense good enough to win you the league? I think Van Dijk is amazing. I think Van Dijk is the best defender in the league. But reality is, will Konate actually get back to his best? Are you going to sort out the contract? Are you going to get Gehi? I know that there is the Gehi news about, like, let's see. There is the Gehi news that is here. Where is the Gehi news that I saw the other day? Gehi. This is, no, this is different news. Where is the Gehi news? If Liverpool don't get Gehi, what is happening? How are you going to line up this season? What is going to happen? Do we think Arsenal, this is Arsenal's year because of the defense? Arsenal's attack is not as good as Liverpool, especially if Liverpool get Isak. Do you think that you're going to outscore every simple? Why? Why do people can't answer it objectively? Why? James, why? Why can't we have a genuine football conversation? Why can't we just sit here and have a genuine and an objective football conversation? There's no panel. There's no people bantering each other. It's only me talking to you, James. It's only me talking to the people. Why can't we have a genuine football conversation? Why can't people actually be objective? Why can't people be objective? I want you to be objective. That's why I love solo shows, because they're more objective. They're way more objective, right? Way more. Arsenal wins the league last season with no injuries. I'm not sure. I am not sure about that. That is a stretch. Because at the end, I think Liverpool were in course to get 90-something points. They just gave up at the end because they knew they won the league. No. With Salah's season, last season, I don't believe that Arsenal win the league with no injuries. That is a big assumption. And injuries is part of the game. I disagree with this, and I said it last season. I didn't like Arteta holding his team back last season. By the way, Odegaard didn't have a great season. Declan Rice didn't have a great season. I don't believe that that is the case. This sweeping statement that you're making, Spenny, is not right. Is not that sweeping statement that you're making that Arsenal win the league last season if we had no injuries. Well, that's, I don't think that is correct. I don't think that is true at all. By the way, at all. I don't think that is true at all. Like, I think there is talk about it. There is argument about it. You can argue that you might have won the league, but Liverpool, in my opinion, would still have won the league last season. That is what I think, to be honest with you. I disagree with you completely. Liverpool defense problem, slot cockiness. What do you mean, Real McCoy? What do you mean that slot cockiness? Like he's playing to attacking, you mean? Kirkis doesn't go forward. Actually, I think no, he's not what you think. Kirkis doesn't go forward. Szoboszlai was defending. No, it's all about the midfield again. Gravenberch is great going forward. Is he great defensively? And I think the whole problem with Liverpool is about Konate, by the way. Konate is the problem for Liverpool, in my opinion. That is my opinion. Konate, if you don't fix it, work. If Konate doesn't fix up, it will be a problem. In my opinion, it will be a problem, in my opinion. Like, Konate needs to fix up. I am still not convinced that this is Arsenal's year because I want to see Eze. However, if Liverpool don't finalize the Isak deal, if Liverpool don't get Gehi, I believe that at that time, Arsenal might be favored. To be honest with you, because, listen, there is a big hole in that defense. And if Konate doesn't fix up, it's a big problem for Liverpool. It's a big problem. But are we ruling out City, though? Before I talk about Arsenal, are we ruling out City? Are people ruling out Manchester City with the Donnarumma situation? Do we think that Donnarumma fixes Man City? Let me see the comments. I'm sorry. Exactly that. Before we go on to City, exactly this. I believe that Liverpool should sell Konate and get two defenders, Gehi and someone else, by the way. Right? In my opinion. The thing about City, that what I saw in the first game, that will play against them is, I believe that Donnarumma doesn't solve your problems. Donnarumma makes the same mistakes as Trafford. Your defense doesn't look as strong as before. Your defense is a little bit suspect. The midfield need Rodri. I am telling you something. Can I make a sweeping statement? Even if Rodri comes back, he doesn't become the best DM in the league instantly. He needs to get that back. Someone that is coming from ACL needs to get it back. And by the way, everyone that talks about Man City attack being amazing, it's not amazing or anything. Because they have Haaland doesn't make it amazing. If Liverpool get Isak, their attack, I'm going to say this, and people are not going to like this. Liverpool with Isak, attack-wise, is levels and miles ahead of Manchester City. Miles, and I mean miles. Man City fans can come at me for this. Miles ahead of Man City. Levels. Salah, Ekitike, Isak, Gakpo, Wirtz, you can say Wirtz is not playing well, is miles above. Marmoush is good. Marmoush is similar to Gakpo. Like Marmoush hasn't done anything special yet in the league to tell me that he's way better than Gakpo, for example. He hasn't. Haaland needs a lot of service, and he needs service. Right? Who's the right wing? Savinho, Doku? Who's the right wing for City? Like Bernardo, Foden, Cherki? Who's the right wing? It's my opinion. Of course, German chicken wing. This is my opinion, of course. And I'm not saying nothing that is said here, German chicken wing, is a fact. This is Footy Judge Mo. These are my opinions. You are watching Footy Judge Mo. This is my opinion. You can debate my opinion. But I believe that Liverpool is miles ahead in terms of attack than Manchester City. That is my opinion, 100%. Your opinion can be different. You tell me you think Man City. Yes or no? Who's better? Liverpool or Man City going forward? Who's better? Liverpool or Man City going forward? Can someone tell me who's better? Not sure. Who gets more points with real pressure last season? Yeah, but there was no pressure. But you're assuming again, that's an assumption, Spinny. That is really an assumption. That is not a given. That is not a given. That is an assumption. And based on what? You're assuming this. What is it based on? It's an assumption. I disagree with you. I think Liverpool will still win their games. I think Liverpool win the games that they had. I think Liverpool at the end of the season, they go full throttle. They don't go to Ibiza. And I think they still win the league. Because remember, you cannot have a player like Mohamed Salah last season and not win the league. And Liverpool defense was very close to Arsenal as well. Very close to Arsenal as well. And Arsenal attack was ass. I know that you didn't have Saga for a long time. But again, you didn't have a striker. And you think that Kai Havertz would have actually done a lot for Arsenal? Maybe. But I want to go back to Donnarumma. Doesn't solve a problem. Man City need difference makers on the wing. Doku, even though I like what he does and all the shit that he does, no output, no product. Marmoush is trying his best to play well, but Marmoush needs spaces. Marmoush needs things different. Erling Haaland needs service, and he's out of the game if he doesn't get service. If Marmoush, if Haaland, if they don't get service, how many goals will City score? How many teams will outscore? Right? Big up. Is that Jim? Big up, Jim. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Check out Jim. Spotlight. No. This is Luke. Luke. This is Luke. I'm sorry, Luke. Apologies, Luke. It's Luke. Big up, Luke. Been here on the channel with us the other day. Big up, Luke. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, guys. Check out Luke, of course. Season prior, when it was a three-way race, they fell off. They fell off because Darwin Núñez missed the chances. They fell off because Salah was providing instead of scoring. But Salah was going to score goals last season and they were going to win games. You're assuming. But by the way, in that assumption, we can say that Arsenal crumbled under pressure twice. And I would have assumed that Arsenal would have crumbled. So I can use the same logic and say that Arsenal would have crumbled under the pressure as well. Would have crumbled under the pressure because Arsenal, in 2 years that they were title races, They fought. They fell apart. Injuries or not injuries, but they did. Am I wrong? Like they did fell apart at the end. So you cannot tell me that, yeah, Liverpool will fall apart, but Arsenal will not fall apart. They will. They will. There are a lot of games that I don't think, like, Arsenal crumbled as well. Arsenal crumbled as well. So you're assuming that Arsenal will not crumble and Liverpool will crumble. The only team that don't crumble, the only team in title races that don't crumble is one team. The Sky Blue Manchester City. These people don't crumble in title races. You are in a title race with City. City are there. They go and do the business. Pep Guardiola doesn't crumble. Pep Guardiola doesn't crumble at all, by the way. Big up. German chicken wing. So that's the only team, I'm going to say this, the only team that I am so sure about them not crumbling is Man City. Why? City didn't crumble last year, and this City were never even in a title race. City were 6. City were behind everyone in the league. City came back from behind to get third, to get Champions League football. We're talking about title races, because the super chat was talking about title races, was talking about pressure. We was talking about a title race. He wasn't talking about crumbling with injuries. City don't crumble with title races. German chicken wing, take the best 2 attackers from City and Liverpool. Who do you think scores more? That should answer the question. I don't understand this. Take the best 2 attackers of City are Haaland and Marmoush. And the best 2 attackers of Liverpool now are Ekitike and Salah. Liverpool score more. I'm going to tell you the difference. Salah doesn't need someone to create for him. History tells us this. History tells us this. Haaland needs someone to service him. Salah can serve. Salah can score. Ekitike, Salah score more than Haaland and Marmoush. My opinion. Goals-wise, contribution-wise, they do contribute more. I'm answering you. You don't like what I say? Okay, you tell me, Salah, Ekitike, or Haaland Marmoush? You said 2 attackers. I'm using your super chat. I'm using your logic. Correct? Who scores more? Salah, Ekitike, or Marmoush and Haaland? Who scores more? Take them out. Take them out. But why would I take them out? Okay, hold on. Why would I take them out? I'm kind of like falling short of the logic here. And if you take Haaland out of City, you think you score goals? Who's scoring? Cherki or Marmoush or Foden? Who scores? Who scores if you take them out? I don't know. Like, hold on. Your super chat says that I take Haaland out and Marmoush out. Doku or Savinho or Bernardo? Who scores? Nobody. Basically, nobody scores for City. No goal scorer. Who scores? I don't get it. Gakpo can score. And also, so what if they sign? Okay, you know, me and you know, everyone knows here that Liverpool might be very close to Alexander Isak, right? So if Liverpool get Isak, what are you saying then? What are you saying? I don't know what you mean at the end of the season. I don't understand what you mean at the end of the season. Take them out at the end of the season? I don't get. I am kind of falling short of your logic. I'm being serious. You know, I'm like, I will answer you. I don't know what you mean by take them out. Like, I believe Liverpool score more. If City get Rodrigo, okay, here we go. Fantastic comment. So people that say that I only do super chats. Fantastic comment. Great comments. Number 1, the Rodrigo saga's over. He's not leaving. They already done. But I'm going to play your hypothetical. I'm going to play your hypothetical. Let's see. Liverpool get Isak. Man City get Rodrigo. Liverpool favorites to win. Liverpool attack is better. Isak, Ekitike, Gakpo, Salah is better than Marmoush, Doku, Rodrigo, Haaland. That is my opinion. But also, this is a hypothetical that is not going to happen because he's not leaving. That is not leaving. Like, Rodrigo's not going. Who are you going to get? Who are you going to get? But, again, I'm going to repeat again. For the people that don't watch enough. Guys, we got almost 900 people in the house. Liking the video will move the show to new viewer. We'll move the show. So can we get the likes to 500 likes live? Live. If we get to 500 likes live, we need to have an incentive for people. If we get to 500 likes live, that would be absolutely, because that will push the show to many, many new viewers. 500 likes, guys. It's, if you don't know where is the like button, looks like thumbs up underneath the live chat. I mean, take Marmoush and Haaland, Ekitike and Salah out right now from the team. Which team scores more at the end of the season? I don't know. Like, is that, and why is that argument even here? But I don't understand. Why is that argument even here? I don't get it. Why, like, hold on. Oscar, Bob, Doc. Okay, so who's going to be your striker? Marmoush, Savinho, Oscar, Bob. Okay, Liverpool don't have attackers now. So basically, logically, it will be Chiesa and Gakpo and Rio. Well, Rio, Gakpo and Chiesa, I'm actually not sure. Foden, false nine. Maybe City score more, you're correct. City score more, yes. City score more goals, but why would I want to do this? Like, why would I take the best players out? I don't get it. But Liverpool have better attack now with Salah and Ekitike. Why would I want to remove them? Your logic is fucking flawed. Why would I remove them? What's the reason of me removing them? Like why would I, like, I don't understand. Like, why? Like, nobody in the chat understands your logic. No one. Like, I don't get it. No one in the chat understands your logic. Wallahi, nobody understands what you mean. Why would we take the best players out? Like, I don't understand it. Take Saliba and Gabriel out. Take Van Dijk and Konate out. Depth. City, but that depth doesn't work. If Salah and Ekitike, if Liverpool don't get Isak and Salah and Ekitike are out, Liverpool don't win the league. I believe Arsenal win the league. Chelsea can win the league then. Okay, let me tell you something. If Haaland and Marmoush out, Salah and Ekitike out, Liverpool don't sign Isak, Liverpool don't sign another forward, first and second, Arsenal and Chelsea. Liverpool and City are going to be third and fourth. You're not going to win games. You're going to get a lot of draws. You're not going to win games. Does that make sense? None of you win the league. And I bet that a majority of Liverpool fans will agree with me. Today, take Salah and Ekitike out for the rest of the season. Take Haaland and Marmoush out. It will be Chelsea and Arsenal first and second. Logically speaking. Am I yes or no, people? Can I get a yes or no in the chat? Am I bugging? Like, am I bugging? There's no Salah, no Ekitike, no Haaland, no Marmoush. Like, who's scoring goals for Liverpool? Gakpo or Chiesa? Or who's scoring goals for City? Doku? That's logically speaking. Like, logically speaking, you know? And also, there is the news about Chelsea getting Fermín López. Yes. They have better attack than you currently. Yes. Okay, why is so hard to understand? Yes, they do have better attack than you. I believe so. Ekitike can create for himself and can score. Haaland can't. Salah. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely how is if everyone in the chat is agreeing with me, you're the only one. Even Liverpool fans, even Arsenal fans agree. How are you the only one in the chat that don't agree with me? How? How are you the only one that doesn't disagree with me? Isn't it weird? Like, you're the only one that disagrees. Like, I'm trying to be like, that's my opinion. I'm like, it's ridiculous. The one that has depth. Well, very good question now. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. Now we are talking. Okay, so how do we count that? Saka, Eze, Eucharist? Okay, can someone in the chat, I need someone to tell me, is in terms of like attack, are we talking depth? Spinny, are we talking depth or are we talking starting three? Are we talking depth or are we talking starting three? And also, German Chicken, can you tell me the front three? So currently for Liverpool, Gakpo, Ekitike, Salah, correct? Arsenal, Eze, Eucharist, Saka, Chelsea, Neto, João Pedro, Estevão, okay? Neto, João Pedro, Estevão, if I'm not mistaken, right? Okay, this is a very good game. I like it. And for Chelsea, Oscar, Haaland, Marmoush, Oscar Bob, okay? Great. Number one is Liverpool. Number one is Liverpool. My opinion. Ekitike, Gakpo, Salah. Number two with Eze, Arsenal. Saka, Eucharist, Eze. Number three, Haaland, Marmoush, Oscar Bob. Number four, Estevão, Neto, João Pedro. However, you add now the number 10. Now you add the number 10. On paper, the number 10. Who's the number 10 for City? Who's the number 10 for City? So who's number 10 for City currently? Is it Reinders or Shirky or Foden? I believe Odegaard, not there. Wirtz, on paper, is supposed to be very good, but he hasn't played good. Shirky. I believe Liverpool will be number one. I believe Chelsea with Cole Palmer is number two. I believe with number three, it's between Arsenal and Odegaard or Shirky. I don't know. Shirky probably. I kind of moved away from Odegaard being a creative midfielder, to be honest. Kind of moved on. I don't know why. I moved on from Odegaard being a creative midfielder, to be honest. Like, I believe that Saka will create, Eze will create. I kind of moved on from Odegaard. I believe that Odegaard now is becoming like an Enzo Fernandez, like a number 8. You know, like a McAllister. I'm being serious. I'm kind of like, until he proves me otherwise, I'm thinking that he's a McAllister. Move the ball around, pass the ball, get the ball from the defense. I don't know. That's my opinion, to be honest. Like, I moved on from him being an out-and-out 10, like a Cole Palmer or a Shirky or a Wirtz. Moved on. Eze plus Odegaard is like playing with 2 10s. If you play Eze and Odegaard, that would be absolutely fantastic because I want to see Eze play. I want to see Eze play. I like that. I want to see Eze play football. I can't wait to see Eze play. I hope that he plays against Liverpool. I'm doing Eze versus Wirtz. I am running comparisons all season. We're doing solo shows and solo shows comparing players to each other. By the way, 50 likes away from 400, at least 400. 50 likes away. Let's go. Guys, underneath your live chat, mods, do your job. I see you guys misunderstood me. I was talking about squad depth and attack. It's not about numbers because Chelsea have squad depth. Chelsea have Gittins. Chelsea have Delap. Chelsea have Estevao. Chelsea are trying to add Fermín López. So, okay, here we go. If Fermín López joins Chelsea, number one, the front line becomes like this. Aha. Listen to this, because now we're talking differently now. Now we're talking different about Chelsea, okay? Now we're talking different about Chelsea. If it's Fermín López, yes, Castro, yes, Castro. Okay, let me talk about German Chicken Wing Super Chat. If we got Fermín López, Estevao left, João Pedro central, Palmer on the right side, Chelsea are cooking. Cooking. Because I'm an Estevao believer. I'm an Estevao believer. Palmer on the right side, Malo Gusto, Reece James going forward. I believe it might be Malo Gusto going forward. Chelsea are cooking. Chelsea are absolutely cooking. Fermín López, what a player behind the forward as a number 10, as a midfielder, very good. But where does that leave Andre Santos, though? Is he leaving the club? I like Xavi Simons, but I like Fermín López. I watch more of Fermín López than Xavi Simons. I like more Fermín López. I like more Fermín López. I like him. Very, very good player, to be honest. Absolutely very good player. I missed some chats as well. There are some chats that came through. Hello, the King of Waffle. Big up, my friend. I'm the King of Waffle. Don't move the goalpost now. It's between City and Liverpool. Okay, so what is your question? Liverpool have no depth. Zilch, 0. You win. City win. You want to answer your question? City win. Depth? City win. Oscar Bob, Doku, Savinho, Marmoush, Haaland, Foden, City win. Liverpool have no depth. Injury to Salah or Ekitike, Liverpool attack actually diminishes by 30%. Simple. You see? Honest answer. Liverpool currently have no depth. Liverpool are 1 or 2 injuries from a crisis. A crisis. Currently. One of the attackers get an injury, even a short injury for like 4 or 5 weeks. One of the defenders get injured. Liverpool absolutely currently now will have an absolute... The team that has the most depth, honestly, is our Arsenal. In every single position, by the way. In every single position. Arsenal have the most depth currently. Arsenal have 2 teams. Arsenal have 2 teams currently. They have the most depth. And I believe that Arsenal have the best depth, actually. Have the best depth currently. Oh, but Kai is injured. So Havertz is injured. So you don't have a striker. Havertz, if Havertz back, he's a good backup. He's not a bad backup. But between Liverpool and City, City's depth is better. Without a shadow of a doubt. Arsenal, excellent defense and good offense. Excellent defense. Arsenal have the best defense in the league without a shadow of a doubt. And I believe that they will absolutely have a very good season defensively. Going forward, Arsenal, Fabrizio, have a video? Send me, if someone has a video, send it to me on Twitter though. Did you guys see this news or no? I don't know if people saw this news. Liverpool want Michael Olise to replace Mohamed Salah in the future. That is not happening. But if that happens, damn. Damn. What did he say on YouTube? What did he say on YouTube? Let me see. Fabrizio Romano video on YouTube. Are we going to listen to Fabrizio? Oh, yes or no in the chat? Anybody want to listen to Fabrizio Romano video? Kobe Meno. Oh, deal at risk. Hold on. It's good. It's good by Fabrizio, though. Okay, let's see. We can absolutely listen to Fabrizio. Does anybody want to? No, nobody wants to listen to Fabrizio Romano? Unmute. Let me see. I'm trying to make it happen. YouTube. Where is YouTube? There we go. Here we go. Let's go. Hit the like button, Tayyip. Yeah, let's go. Let's listen together.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio.
Can you guys hear or no? Before I continue with the video, can you guys hear or you cannot hear? Can you guys hear Fabrizio Romano? Yes or no in the chat? Quickly, quickly, quickly. Yes or no?
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. Many news, many updates, many stories. Everything can change any minute. It's the final days of the transfer window. We are here. Let's jump into it. Before the window closes, the final days, guys. And so after this week, no more deals can be made until next year. That's football. The window closes and that's it. But now with crypto, it's completely different story. You can continue. All here we go. That's Kraken. It's the platform I trust, and I'm not alone. 15 million people worldwide are using Kraken. Security, coins, and even send instant.
What is he talking about? Instant stuff. Can we get to the transfers? What the fuck is he talking?
Story? Because this news and this transfer has suffered its most important stages, working many things to mention, so get ready because the market is entering its most important stages, work in progress on the future of Dani Ceballos, but really the story, the player who was pushing yesterday the year's camp. And so Ceballos to Marseille could have the market. Many movements coming from Manchester, guys. Let me start from Manchester City. Manchester City, who are still working on the Gigi Donnarumma deal. There is a conversation ongoing with Paris Saint-Germain. They are talking for something around 30-35 million euros, but Ederson exit is still needed, and so still waiting for that one. But today from Turkey, we had reports of James Trafford, a new goalkeeper signed by Manchester City from Burnley this summer, going on loan to Besiktas. They were saying in Turkey that maybe Trafford to Besiktas means they are preparing space for Donnarumma. Well, what I can tell you is that Besiktas are not talking with Manchester City. No negotiation, no talks, nothing into it. Why? Because Trafford is going nowhere. Trafford joined Manchester City to be Manchester City goalkeeper. If Donnarumma arrives, Trafford will compete. They will exchange their starting goalkeeper position, maybe in different competitions, but Trafford is not going to Besiktas. So forget about the story. Man City are very happy with the boy. The boy is very happy with Man City. So nothing at all. The transfer just done 1 month ago is not going to change now.
Hold on. How do you know that I have Jimmy today? Hold on. Stop. How do you know that I have Jimmy Spliff today? How do you know? He's talking too quick because I'm having the... Hold on. How do you know that I have Jimmy Spliff today? I don't even have the thumbnail. Oh, okay. I said it yesterday. Okay, sorry. I like it.
So forget about Besiktas and James Trafford. On the other side of Manchester, many movements. For Anthony and Real Betis, talks ongoing again. The club involved in this transfer to bring. There are no active negotiations. If something happens in the next weeks, I will let you know. Maybe after the European market closes, but at the moment, nothing really active or concrete on that one. With Man United, 20 million pounds, and they always wanted that money, 20 million pounds, to let Sancho go. At the moment, there was also interest from Besiktas earlier in the window, but I told you that the player in my position today, there will be, or in the next hours, that's safe to say, just to be 100% clear, there will be a meeting to discuss the future of Kobbie Mainoo. So soon, Manchester United, Kobbie Mainoo, his agent, all people.
I'm going to skip the Kobbie Mainoo, but I genuinely, you remember when I said 2 years ago that Kobbie Mainoo, for the sake of his future, should leave Man United for his development? Here we are now. I think he should go. I think Kobbie Mainoo should leave to go somewhere else. If he's linked to Real Madrid, I think it would be a very good move for him. If he's linked to Chelsea, if he's linked to anybody, I think he should leave. He's a very good player. I like him. I like Kobbie Mainoo, and I think he should go.
People, yes. Interest, yes. And I would say yes, of course, because when there is a player like Kobbie Mainoo, there will be a meeting to discuss what they want to do, because as of today, there are to understand what they will decide. United and Mainoo. So let's go to the Mainoo. So let's respect. Now, what's needed? If Arsenal reach an agreement with Bayer Leverkusen for Pierre Hincapié, likely to be a loan with obligation to buy. This is what Arsenal want to do, because after spending already big money this summer, Arsenal prefer to do the deal eventually now, but starting paying from 2026. Let's see if Bayer Leverkusen are going to accept that solution or not. So if they can get the Pierre Hincapié deal done, Arsenal will give the green light to Kivior to join Porto. So Porto are ready for Kivior, but this depends on Arsenal and Hincapié. So if Hincapié goes to Arsenal, Kivior can go to Porto. Otherwise, we have to follow the situation in the next days. But for sure, Hincapié Arsenal, the deal is on. The player wants to go to Arsenal, and the player is hoping for the move to happen. Bayer Leverkusen already started calling around for defenders.
It's very good, actually. Very, very good.
Manuel Akanji, but
Hincapié is going to be a great addition to Arsenal, in my opinion. Guys, can we stop talking about Jimmy? Jimmy is a good-hearted guy, to be honest. I like Jimmy.
It's not an easy deal. They made a call. They also called, from what I'm told, Newcastle for Sven Botman in the last 24 hours, but another very difficult deal because Newcastle don't want to lose.
What? They want Sven Botman? Or that's fine.
Any other key player this summer. And so that's the situation. Let's follow the story, but for sure, it's still interesting to see what's going to happen now with this situation. And then, guys, I also wanted to add something on Mark Gay, because I can confirm that Liverpool are ready to go. Liverpool are ready to go and bid the game for more than £30 million and get Mark Gay immediately before the end of the window. So Liverpool are still there. Liverpool want Gay, and I don't change my position. It was weeks ago Leone and Gay, and I maintain Leone and Gay. But what happens now? Liverpool are waiting on Palace. It's a similar, obviously less tension, completely different situation, but similar in terms of style of the story to Alexander Isak. This deal depends on Palace. If Palace can find a replacement on the market and give the green light for Gay negotiations, Liverpool are ready to close. If Palace will not do it, Liverpool will say, okay, we will go for Gay as a free agent in 2026. But Liverpool are ready now. Liverpool.
But hold on, who's Liverpool going to sign this season if Gay is not available?
Want to do business now. So this depends on Palace. Palace have to decide if they want to keep the player and lose him on a free transfer in 2026, or if they want to find a replacement now and let Mark Gay go. And so, guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories.
This is okay. This is good, not bad. But in the same time, I'm gonna say, okay, if Liverpool are not gonna get Gay, who are they gonna get? Like, who are Liverpool? They can't go the season without a fucking center back. Like, this cannot happen. It cannot happen, to be honest. Nobody. Liverpool are gonna get cooked if they get nobody. Is Leone ready to start games? Is Gomez gonna start games now? Like, who are Liverpool gonna get? Nobody. 4 center backs: Leone, Gomez, Van Dijk, Konate. Well, you'll get, in my opinion, with Konate having the last year of his contract. If Liverpool don't decide to renew Konate's contract, they're cooked. They're cooked, like, because Konate is not gonna be absolutely. Konate is not gonna be focused. We saw him. He's cooked, Konate, to be honest. He was cooked in that last game, to be honest. They need to buy, and I think actually, like, we need to actually see what happens with Isak. Liverpool have put themselves in a situation when they need to actually get a center back as soon as possible, and that is, like, they need a center back now. And if Gay is not moving, imagine if City gets swoop in and get Gay and actually offer them Akanji, for example, as a replacement. That would be a disaster for Liverpool if Gay chooses to go to Manchester City. He's not going to wait forever if Man City are willing to offer the money. Bro, like, come on now. Like, boom, like, you know, Konate is kind of like, it's a deal that needs to be happened to. He wants Liverpool, and yeah, he said that he wants only Liverpool. He's waiting for Liverpool to go, but Liverpool have not bid. That is a big problem, right? It is something that we need to discuss. Akil here is saying, Mo, you think Salah might have a bad season this year? He's not going to have the same season as last year. I know that for a fact. But a bad season for Salah is like 25 GA, like maybe like 18 goals, 8 assists or something, or 20 goals, 5 assists. That is a bad season for Salah. And that is not bad at all. That is a very good season, especially if they add the Isak or Ekitike scores a lot of goals and Gakpo and the rest contributes. They don't need Salah to score 20 and have 20 assists or something. They can actually do with this. But it looks like, guys, Arsenal are done in terms of offensive line. Arsenal are finished with the offensive line. You know what I mean? And I think that will... They're good, right? They're good. They're not bad. They're not bad. I'm just waiting for the window. We'll be there for Liverpool. We'll talk. It's only 5 days left. In the window, there's only 5 days left in the window. You know what I mean? And I can't wait to see what happens in the last 4 days. I'm expecting a very busy next 4 days, of course, guys. So we're waiting for it. We're absolutely waiting for it. But I'm going to say we still have about 900 people in the house. Can we get to 500 likes? Hit that like button because I'm about to end the show in like 2 minutes. The like button is underneath your live chat. Just close the live chat, guys. I don't need to show you how to hit the like button. I need to get to 500 likes before I end the show. It will absolutely help the channel to go to the next viewer. So let's get the likes up a little bit at least. Let's get the likes up a little bit. At least to 500 likes. It helps the show move to the next viewer and the next viewer. It's something that we need to do together, you know. It's together, guys. Like up, people. And listen. See? Just like that, we got 30 likes. We can get 60 likes just like this to reach 500 and support the channel. And before I go, I'm going to ask a question. What are your predictions? Because this might be the last solo show we do before the Arsenal versus... What are your predictions for Arsenal versus Liverpool? What are your predictions for Arsenal versus Liverpool? Quickly, like the video and let me know. What are your predictions? Give me a score line. Predictions for Arsenal versus Liverpool. Quickly. Any predictions? 2-2, 2-1 Liverpool. You go. 3-0 Arsenal. That's unrealistic. Liverpool win. Draw. Or 2-1 Arsenal. Okay, draw. Arsenal win 2-2. Liverpool 2-1. Liverpool. Wow, 2-2. Wow, 1-0 Arsenal. Damn. 2-0 Arsenal. Oh my word. 2-2, 0-0, 3-2. 3-2 is a stretch. 3-0 Liverpool. 3-0 Liverpool. You think Arsenal are gonna lose by 3+ goal margins? You should check Arteta on the spot if that happens. 2-2. A draw. 0-0. 1-1 or 2-2. While you do this, you can get me to 500 likes live then. While you do this thing, you can actually hit that like button as well. Andrew saying 2-1 Liverpool. 2-1 Arsenal. Okay, 2-2, 3-1. That's very, oh my God. 3-1 Arsenal, 2-1 Liverpool. 3-2, 2-1. Win or a draw. 0-0 Arsenal win. I'm going to the... You're going to the match. All right. It's at Anfield. Big up to you. Big up to you for getting an away thing. 2-0. Mo, what's your prediction? 2-2. My prediction. 2-2. My prediction. Arsenal will do what they did with United. Do you think they're gonna do this at Anfield? Do you think Liverpool are not gonna score? I disagree with you. I disagree with you. 3. Liverpool will score 100%. Mo, where is the Frimpong? There's no Frimpong news. No Frimpong news that popped in front of my feed. I want none to win. Yeah. Guys, let's get the likes up to... I'm going to end the show now. This is going to take you to Football Terrace. Me and Osam. 25 likes away from 500. See, the like button is so easy. Right? It's so easy to do. I'm going to end the show here. This will take you to Football Terrace. I want to thank everyone that joined me. Brilliant show. An amazing show. I hope I can go back to Egypt so you can actually do this early shows together every day, regardless of the day. If I go to Egypt, we'll do this show every day. Every day, we'll do a solo show, even for an hour where we talk. I know that you guys like these shows. I like them too. It builds the channel. It's a great stream. I like the stream. I will see you guys on the Football Terrace. I love this show. I love the solo show. I love the people that support the channel. Appreciate you guys. 15 likes away, and we're out of here, please.